way of saying that?
The
Very
big
long
gay
word?
agenda.
The big
Gay agenda. Okay, big gay agenda. Oh right, yeah. Sorry, not the fabulous big gay agenda. I just threw fabulous in there because I assumed
They
right
are
sense.
fabulous,
You
but
know.
it is also part of the name of a different team. So gotta
yes,
keep
that's
those.
the fabulous pew pew and the
the
pew
big
pew agenda.
gay agenda.
Alrighty, so we have Cap. Oh, okay. Well, somebody messaged me on Discord, so I can't see who's on the blue team. So I'm going to switch over to the big gay agenda, and it's Cupric, AP Flower Child, Cupitanus, Slay Electric, Storm Chaos, and Cat Armpit on the supports there. Cap Ready, Narcissus, Druid, Narcane, Chinflex, and Socks. It looks as though, okay, Boomer coming out with that favored Pharah, which as a Pharah main, I am well on board with this. I want to see some Pharah action. Slay Electric also coming out with a Pharah, but doesn't have the Mercy Pocket. So let's see how this is going. Both teams kind of struggling in that, going over to that back line. Reinhardt against Narcane, taking out Cupitanus on the Junkrat. Tough pick against the Junkrat against a Pharah. It's going to be a hard one unless you're premium. Narcane taking out his counterpart in Slay Electric, and Cupric coming out with 2, but Narcane is again, guys, I'm gonna say it right now, I'm gonna be biased as long as Pharah is killing stuff. I'm gonna say it right now.
I mean, if you didn't notice, every single kill on the side of OK Boomer that came out was out of that fantastic Mercy pocketed Pharah.
Yeah. And although it looks as though the Big A agenda is still being able to hold this point for as long as it can, a hook, and then, oh my god, that's a very early Hog ult coming out from Narcissus on the Hog. Narcane taking out his counterpart again, and it looks as though OK Boomer... Oh, I didn't even notice this, but Big A agenda did cap this point, so as long as they are stalling here, they are Gucci. And the game paused. So... let's break down all of the things that happened there. Because...
there was a lot. Weirdly enough, there was quite a bit of stuff that just went down. I mean, we did see the difference between having a pocketed Pharah and a non-pocketed Pharah. It just gives you a little more flexibility, it lets you go out on a limb a little further. And Narcane really, and Chinflex, great duo there, really coming up for their team. But all that being said, the big gay agenda still walks away with point control.
Yeah. I mean, they're still, at 13%, all right. They're still stalling it out. Narcane, and then like Tealgren was just saying, the difference between the Mercy Pocket and the Not is that Narcane already has that barrage online and ready to go with a 53% with the counterpart of Slay Electric. I mean, yeah, Pharah's, you hit 2 directs and you have a Mercy Pocket. That's good enough. You are good to go. It looks like we are getting... ready to start. I see a lot of R's in chat, so I'm assuming that means ready. A big R means ready, and a small R means you're doing it wrong. And we are starting in 3 seconds as we take it away back into this point. Now, Big A agenda is still stalling it out. Cat Armpit just trying to survive, and the flip comes out to OK Boomer, but 19% from the point from Big A agenda still.
I mean, any percent is good percent here, so they were able to kind of get point control in the midst of that fight, which really wasn't going their way, but good on them for really just getting that point control and getting that percentage back up.
A Coalescence coming out with the mines from Cupric, just to be able to take this space away from the OK Boomer so that they can't hold them there and they can take the fight where they want. Druid coming in with the High Noon. Doesn't land anything, but that's okay because...
I mean, he did land it on Flower Child as Flower Child was trying to rush him, but we didn't get a Narcane ult out here.
Yeah, I mean, Narcane, taking out Slay Electric and Cat Armpit with that ult, but Cupitanus taking out Narcane, and Cupric is hanging on for dear life underneath there. Swings onto point, Druid taking out Storm Chaos on the Lucio. It looks as though OK Boomer is going to be able to hold for now. That was a great way to be able to take space, make sure that you can, you don't give that Reinhardt the ability to swing onto you. And look, Captain Ready doesn't even have his ult yet because they were able to just take it away from him. And let's see if they're going to be able to do it again as they come to meet them at this choke. Ball coming from behind is hitting them, putting pressure onto the point. A barrage coming out from Slay Electric, taking out Druid, and Cupitanus taking out Chinflex, so no res coming in. A hammer down on point, taking 3 Captain Ready, taking out Cat Armpit on that Mercy. See, they heard us. They heard us about the pocketed Pharah. Narcissus is just on that hug. Oh, gets a nice hook onto Cupitanis.
And a fight that really didn't look like it was going in the way of OK Boomer was quickly flipped around. At some point, there was only Captain Reddy and Narcissus on the point for OK Boomer.
And now at 9, a bomb coming in from... And a res, can they get it? Druid taking out his wife, Cat Armpit. A massive EMP gets so many, but I don't think that they're going to be able to follow up. Well, maybe with these mines. I'm pretty sure Narcissus just saved Kubrick, but... Oh, that's never... You never want to see that. The High Noon taking out Slay Electric as they are moving in. And now Storm Chaos is trying to stall as well as she can, but... It is not enough as OK Boomer takes that first map.
I mean, those were for some pretty exciting fights. I was kind of hoping to see a couple more boops. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a big boop guy. I like to see people fall to their death. I'm a big boop guy. I'm a big boop guy. You know, I'm into the bees, the bread, the butters, and the boops. I'm gonna bring it back every time. With that being said, it was a good fight back and forth, and we did see some fun switches. We did see the Big Edge and eventually go on to that Far Mercy, but we did at the end see a double hit scan coming out of OK Boomer to maybe deal with that.
And now we see Big A Agenda coming in with a full brawl. This is a brawl comp if I've ever seen one. Rush onto the point, and he switches as I say that, but because now it's double hit scan, which is kind of, yeah, what you want to do when you see that Pharah player. We have a quick get to the point from OK Boomer as they are putting pressure onto the front line and back line, apparently. Narcissus getting a pick off onto Cupitanis from the back. And Narcissus also following in with Kubrick, and it looks as though OK Boomer has the advantage here as they're pushing back the Big A Agenda.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
That's a weird sentence to say.
Yeah, but we did see some switches here. We do see the switch off of the Reaper and going double hit scan here to maybe deal with the Pharah, which, you know, deal with the Fire Mercy. You may take out that win condition there. And be able to kind of push back on the point.
At the beginning of this fight, the hubris of Narcissus has gotten him picked as they were moving in, and now a big charge from Kubrick to get to the point as they can put pressure onto their Cap Ready, just taking a little stroll to get to this point. A barrage. Wow, Narcane already with a barrage coming in and taking out Cupitanis and Storm Chaos in that backline, and Slay Electric. Do you want to get another one, Narcane? Do you want to just... No? You're good?
Nope,
yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, Kubrick. Taking out Kubrick as well. This is, yeah, Narcane is just putting that pressure on that Pharah, which is, you know, everything I love to see.
I mean, it's tough. At some point, the Big A Agenda, they're doing the thing that they need to do. They're switching to hit scans. They're making sure that they're staying close and tight, you know, trying to do what they can to deal with this Pharah. But right now, Narcane is the nemesis to the Big A Agenda.
Ooh, a dragon pushing out, splitting that team and catching Cupitanis as Narcissus is just laying into them with the hog ult. Narcissus is just a nuisance. He's a nuisance in this backline. But the Big A Agenda is coming in with 1, 2, 3, 4, and almost 6 ults as they are being able to... And taking out Cupitanis.
I mean, if we learned anything from our previous match with the Hubris Hamsters and the Redditors, we're about to see 6 ults go off all at once here.
Oh, yeah. And I think, Slay Electric using the visor to pick up Chin Flex and Narcane. So that big threat of Narcane on the pharmacy is nullified as a nano comes out onto Kubrick as he charges in and a grab. Oh, it's just countered by Sox's beat, and then a reverse hammer down. Sox being able to take out Kubrick, but Storm Chaos is going for this cheeky little res, and Narcissus misses the hook as Narcane comes in with the barrage to take out both AP Flower Child and Kubrick and Slay Electric. But Bob, the ever-loving Bob, Cupitanis taking out Cap Ready as Bob is just laying into these people. Booped away? What happened there? I think that it was a Pharah.
Look at that. OK Boomer will take this map. And I mean, what a map it was. I mean, there was, again, Pharah did reign a little supreme here. We did see some great ults coming in at the end, and you will get to see here Narcane popping off what I'm assuming is going to be a 5K on your screen right now with that play of the game.
In that back line, taking him out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the good stuff. I like to see a pharmacy reign.
And then he's going to get that Reinhardt just a little later. And you'll notice, if you watch that last fight, the big agenda came in with 5, 6 ults. They got the 2 off the top with that tactical visor. But you'll notice that Sox came in clutch with a fantastic beat drop there, which at the end looked like, he came with that reverse hammer. That all was set up due to the Lucio being able to hold onto that ultimate to kind of just that beautiful little spot where they really needed it to come clutch.
Yep. I mean, I think that's exactly it, is that Sox really came in clutch there because the big agenda was coming in strong, starting with the soldier visor taking out that troublesome pharmacy. And then, they were coming in, and then Sox just able to get that ult off, the Lucio ult, just to be able to keep them alive long enough for them to be able to just narrowly swing it back.
So, Darth, you're a Pharah main.
Yeah, what's up?
You're a Pharah main. So you're a Pharah main.
I'm sorry, I thought you said a farmy.
A farmy.
You're
a Pharah main. So if when you're going up against a Pharah, like what are you scared of when you're playing Pharah? Like, what's your worst nightmare to have to deal with?
Well, Teal Grunt, I'm not gonna tell you because I'm still playing in this tournament.
Oh, fair.
And I don't people to hear exactly the thing that I don't like to see and then have it used against me.
I mean, smart. I'm not trying to help anybody out. I wasn't paid off or nothing. I'm just trying to come up with some creative ways of tying things back into the match.
I love seeing, just characters that don't even look at Pharahs. I like seeing your Moiras and nothing that could even reach Pharah. That's really what I'm scared of.
That's like, oh man. Geez.
So as we go up
May,
against,
geez.
Yeah, I want to see Jazz Hands running a lot of May and Reinhardt tomorrow. That would do it for me.
That'd be scary. That'd be some scary stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I wonder if they'll continue on. I wonder if Narcane, I don't know, is Narcane, did they play Pharah in their last map? The last match that they played?
Yeah. And Narcane is actually, Narcane is a known Pharah player from what I've gathered. Which is weird because I feel like we should be buddies, but I don't know Narcane all that well on a personal level. But yeah, no, he's definitely known as a Pharah player, and
okay. So I mean, now that the big agenda has seen it, maybe they'll be able to kind of regroup and be able to come back into this next map, just with a bit of a game plan. I mean, look, it's tough. The Pharah was being pocketed. It's not an easy job for whatever person is kind of tasked with that, but it does end up having to be a team mentality, and we did see a glimpse of that coming into that last fight on that last point.
All right, and next we have coming up on King's Row. OK Boomer is making 2 subs. They're subbing out Chinflex and Socks, or I believe Dirty Dan and Yellow Guy 007.
So we're switching out our supports here. So we're getting 2 new support players because Socks and Chinflex was on the Mercy, I believe.
Yeah, but I think Druid has been moved over to play support when he was playing DPS in the last.
All right, so I mean, we're gonna see
and now we have Narcissus. All right, guys, I got this figured out. All right, so we had Yellow Guy switched out into place of Narcissus. He took Narcissus's place, which was as the tank player. Who Narcissus is now on DPS, which if anybody knows Narcissus, that's a nightmare. And now Dirty Dan has switched out with Chinflex on support, and Druid has moved over to support.
That was mighty complicated. I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah, I figured it out though because. I know this community.
And it doesn't look like we're getting any subs over at the big agenda. But I do wonder, with kind of the roles being switched around here a little bit over on the side of OK Boomer, whether that'll play into the hands of the big agenda or not.
Also, I realized that they were asking whether or not we were ready in chat, and I didn't answer. But yes, we were ready.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yes. I have the game windowed, and then I also have the stream up, and I have all of this other stuff up, just to make sure that we got everything going. So I didn't see the old R. All right. What do we got here? We don't have anything yet. Okay, now we have stuff.
There we go. We got some things coming online. We are seeing some Widow being played. I mean, look, we're on King's Row. It should be expected we should be seeing some Widow action here. But what's fun to see is that we're going to be getting some competing Junkrats, maybe.
Ooh, Narcissus and Slay Electric taking up that Junkrat role. Cupidonus on the Widow on attack. It looks like they're committing to this double bubble dive. Oh, yep, okay, nope. What do you want from me? What do you want? I'm trying to... Fine. Now they're just doing a direct dive comp, but with a Junkrat. And a Rhine Czar comp coming in from OK Boomer with the Junkrat Ash and Zenyatta with an Ash. See as Cupidonus can land one of them sniper shots, and OK Boomer, moving directly through the hotel, but Druid getting a pick off onto Storm Chaos, and that's, yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you the first person is taken. There's kind of a collapse onto it, especially when it's a Lucio and you can't get that splayed out, which means that Big A Agenda just gets a big regroup. They have that spawn advantage. No worries.
I'm not sure how. Was it Druid that went down first? I'm not sure who went down first there off memory, but that was such a quick
memory. It happened 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, that's how small the memory is. I don't remember who it was. But my point is that it must have been caught out of position here. Oh, Narkane coming in on Slay Electric with the dynamite.
That was unfortunate for Slay Electric. He got caught on fire and was just in the backline out of LOS from his healers who couldn't get to him. It looks as though Big A Agenda is still fighting to be able to take this point. Captain Ready taking out Kubrick, and a Junkrat Tire coming out strong. Gets taken out by Slay Electric. This Junkrat's like, get the heck out of here. Who do you think you are trying to Junkrat Tire me? I know what's up, and he takes that out.
I mean, look, when a tire gets blown up, it's a relief. Everyone sighs a nice deep breath. But the fact that it came off the back of another Junkrat is just a little more salt in the wound. But we do have a switch here onto the Sombra for the Big A Agenda.
And a Coalescence coming out from the Big A Agenda in order to make their way onto this point. Hammer down catching 2 people. One's just sleeping.
Yeah, one's just sleeping.
Yeah, one's taking a nap. But it looks as though the Big A Agenda is still being able to push. Hammers down Yellow Guy 007, and Slay Electric is able to follow up on a Junkrat kill with Captain Ready. And now it is a Reinhardt in front of a Bob holding point, though.
And a Nano Zenyatta. Let's go!
Druid just pumping so much damage with that Nano into the Big A Agenda. Cupidonus, yes, like you mentioned, is now onto the Sombra, which I think is probably one of his best characters that he plays. Slay Electric. And a beat coming out. Sorry, there was a grab and then a beat and then a Junkrat Tire that all followed one right after the other. AP Flower Child taking out Cap Ready, and then Yellow Guy 007 Narkane being able to catch him as they move in, but now it looks as though the Big A Agenda is going to be taking his first point. And the Sleepy Rhine. There's a big old Sleepy Rhine over there.
Take the point, take a nap, take an ante, go back to spawn. You're all good. Yeah. You got point A. That's what you came
point
for.
A. That's okay. That's all you need.
Objective lost.
Alrighty. Now you'll see here that the Big A Agenda do have a couple ults online for this next fight, whereas you'll notice that over on OK Boomer, we're kind of lacking in the ult department here, so this should be a relatively easy fight here coming up for the Big A Agenda.
Dirty Dan getting a pick onto Kubrick out of the bat at the beginning of this. Cupidonus setting it so that he can get out, but they have EMP, they have Coalescence, and they don't have Coalescence because they're using it anymore, but an EMP, a massive EMP, catches 3 members of the... No, 3 members, yeah. Oh,
enough members.
Yeah,
enough
whatever.
members to win
the fight.
They
got it. We don't need to count people. We're not accounted. This isn't Overwatch for counting. This is Overwatch
This isn't Reading Rainbow. I'm not here to learn. But you'll see, you notice how all those ults went off, and then they won. But you had Druid's ult come online just a little earlier, or he had survived a little longer, I think we may have seen possibly a flip there. OK Boomer maybe taking that fight after that grab if Druid had just been alive with that ult online. Speaking of which, Druid goes right down.
And now Kubrick coming in with his hammer down ready. The Reinhardt hammer down is going to be ready, but don't. And a nano coming in with Captain Ready onto that, and a massive shatter catches Captain Ready as he gets taken out with that nano. Narcane's Bob in the background, and Narcissus just taking out Storm Chaos with the High Noon. It looks as though, yes, it looks as though the big agenda is going to have to back up. Let me figure out how to maneuver things here. There we go.
Yeah, we are seeing a tactical retreat from the big gay agenda. We're just going to be regrouping most likely. We do have the switch coming off from Cat Armpit, switching over to the Ana here. So we're going to regroup, try again, maybe a different strategy here, but we do have a Sombra ult coming online. So this could set up the next fight here.
This can be a game of cat and mouse between Druid and Cupitanis. If he can catch the Zenyatta in the EMP, then he's not going to be able to use it. And he does. He does catch him. But Kubrick taking out Captain Ready and Narcane taking out Cupitanis. This is back and forth, each individual person, but one team seems to be Narcissus just clicking heads as he does. And the Baron destroyed a sleepy Rhine. And it looks as though the big agenda is going to be sent back to spawn. That was a very good BMP though.
That was great. It was a 5-man EMP. It was a great start to that fight. Too bad they couldn't clutch it out there. That does probably have to do with Narcissus clicking heads, making sure that even though, you're McCree, well, if I can't roll, can't flashbang, I can still click your head. Don't worry about it.
It's one of those things. McCree is just such a powerhouse at times like that where he can
we do have a back cap attempt going on, but sadly found out by the visual eyes of, I believe that was Storm Chaos in the back, or maybe it was Cat Armpit, but very close to a C9 there.
I mean, and that would have been one for the bingo card, I think, if they'd been able to get that away. Narcissus coming, he is very low on the right-hand side as Big Agenda moves in. A Bob coming into their back line, and a sleep going out, but Narcane is able to take out Cat Armpit. Whoa, that's a play of the game if I've ever seen one, because that just took out, I think, 4 full members of the Big Gay Agenda, and it's looked like they're not able to push it fully towards second point, but ooh, a nice stall coming in from Storm Chaos and Slay Electric taking out Narcane, struggling to be able to survive as long as he can. Can they touch with the Tracer? Oh, and the ball just gets there in time as Kubrick is able to stall this out a bit longer. Cat Armpit desperately trying to reach the point, heal her teammate, but it doesn't end. It's hammered down on top of it with AP Flower Child and a tire just for good measure.
I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. I think Narcissus there put the team on his back after that 5-man EMP and was like, no, we're going to hold this cart here. It is not going an inch further, because I really thought the Big Gay Agenda had that with that EMP. It was a great play and I think would work 9 times out of 10. But really the OK Boomer really showing what they're made of, holding their ground. And, I will say the Big Gay Agenda have a win condition here. Hold the first point. Don't give it up. You're good to go on to the next match.
And it's looking here at this little cart of whatever the heck this is.
I think it's supposed to be like a super battery. It's like a supercharger, and then like at the end it like glows and it blows up.
I think it's a bomb.
It's like an EMP.
I think we're looking at a bomb.
Yeah,
right.
It's a bomb.
It's an EMP bomb that
for the
will
robots,
kill off all of
the Omnics.
Yep.
There it is.
We
got there, folks.
Yeah. They moved that quite along. Narcane back onto his comfort pick of that Pharah, and we'll see if they are able to do this. Cupitanis on the Widow just to start off. I think they were expecting this Pharah pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a great lineup for a Pharah pick. You also have Storm Chaos on the Baptiste to maybe possibly pump in a couple extra clips of maybe finish off damage. Then you also have, the immortality thing. That's a good thing too.
Fair ability. Everybody loves it. It makes total sense to have that in the game.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
And we have a wall coming out from Slay Electric just to be able to block off the OK Boomer from being able to come in as they are moving in, and so much damage coming in from Narcane that Kubrick's shield is already low. But Captain Ready is blocked off by that wall, and
and goes down by Slay Electric with that wall, making it happen. I don't think Captain Ready was ready for that wall to be at the back, but look at the flip coming over with Narcissus taking out the Widow and getting a res from Druid onto Dirty Dan.
There's just so much pressure coming in from Narcane on this Pharah, and a Buka Chaka Ticket to Cow coming out from Narcissus already, just to be able to split that backline, and a massive purple coming in from Dirty Dan as Narcane just cleans up.
I mean, it was going well for the big gay agenda before Narcane decided to just pop off. They were doing well, holding their space. Oh, and we are seeing some Widow trying to clap back here for the fallen teammates of the big gay agenda, but does get away with their life.
And now Kubrick is, oh my gosh, running. Oh, but they've caught Dan, Yellow Guy, 007 out, and a hammer down. Catches Captain Ready as Kubrick takes out Narcissus, and Narcane takes out Kubrick. Oh! Oof. That is a massive barrage. Just as the big agenda was starting to be able to gain their footing, Narcane just comes in with a massive barrage.
Yeah, that barrage basically leveled out the playing field, and then, you know, ended up finishing off AP Flower Child to kind of swing it back in their favor. But really, Yellow Guy got caught out there pretty hard by the big gay agenda. I kind of even felt like a set play.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very good. The big gay agenda were able to catch the aggression from OK Boomer, and a shatter being blocked. Cat Armpit taking out Captain Ready, and a blizzard immediately following up, and just this Pharah to be able to contest, and AP Flower Child takes him out.
Finally going down here, and the last person standing is going to be Narcissus on this Hanzo, just not giving up, not retreating, just trying to go for that extra pick. I don't know if it's going to work out for him, and he does eventually go back to his safety of his team to regroup and start this next push.
And now the OK Boomer taking this high ground position to be able to... Nope, never mind. They're going to... Nope, never mind again.
Oh, look
Slay
at
Electric
that.
taking out Narcissus to be able to start this fight, and I think that OK Boomer are going to back out of it. No, they're going for this res, as... That was very good shielding from Captain Ready as they were able to do that. A wall blocking off half of this team and trying to take a position to grab, catching two members of OK Boomer, and Hammer's being swung on into it. Shatter catching Yellow Guy 007 from the back, as there's Kubrick and Narcane doing his Narcane stuff with a massive barrage again in the background. And if you go Waka Chicka to Cow just for good measure. And OK Boomer taking that win 2-0 versus the big gay agenda.
There were some great moments from both teams there, but for me, Narcane, again, play of the game here with these big barrages. It is so tough to deal with a pocketed Pharah, and then also having to deal with Narcissus on the Hanzo, as you can see, is the first one to pop up even in this play of the game in the feed, although he did die. But
oh yeah. Yeah, that was a great play from Narcane right at the end, where they 71% kill participation.
You haven't seen any.
that might be your player of the game, possibly at 71% kill participation. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not here to call that kind of stuff.